What's going on, everyone? D. Anthony here with Evolution Traders, EVX Capital. In this video, we're going to be going over the Nasdaq 100. I'm going to give you guys kind of my analysis on what it is that I'm looking for going into this week and into next week. Before we get started, for all you futures traders, right now, Apex is back with 90% off. So very, very good time to take advantage of those evaluation accounts. You can use code DAnthony. That link is down in the description box below. Now, let's kind of start from top down. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the Nasdaq 100 weekly chart. Okay, and the reason why I like to look at the weekly chart to start my analysis is because I want to see what's the overall trend. And if you kind of notice, going all the way back to 2025 April, when we had those tariff sell-offs, right? So when everyone got really, really scared here, and we had that quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about 2 months worth of pullback here. So for about 2 months into April, we really had that decline. And the market essentially has been going up and to the right ever since. Okay. Now, it's not going up every single day, every single minute. But one thing that I want you guys to kind of pay attention to, especially when you're looking at the weekly chart, is notice how we're holding the 20 SMA. Okay, so the 20 SMA is going to be this purple line here that you see. A few weeks ago, a couple of months ago in November, we actually back tested this. So we had a nice pullback dip into that rising support. And realistically, since December and now going into the end of January, we have been in what I call distribution. Okay, so distribution is nothing more than consolidation. If you kind of look at these weekly candles, you can see sometimes we close green, then we're closing red. We're kind of just holding this whole support. We're not really pushing down on the down weeks. We're not going lower is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so by not going lower, it's kind of telling you you need to be absorbing in buying these dips. Okay, however, you got to be very, very careful because the market's not going higher. Okay, so when you look at the market not going higher, right, meaning we're not taking out 26,400, that's the level we need to take, that we need to reclaim in order for us to have that nice stretch. Now, one thing that I'm getting a little excited about here is if you notice this week's candle, we've actually taken out the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of consolidation. And that's very, very bullish. Okay. You'll notice how last week we had this quick decline right into this 20 simple moving average. And this week we have started off very, very strong and we have pushed to the top of the range. So now that we have taken out 26,045, the next area of supply that we need to be looking for here is this most recent high going back to late October, 26,399. So let's call it 26,400. That's the area that we need to really focus on in terms of what our measured potential is. Okay, so measured potential is when you're looking at a trade, when you're looking at the charts, whether you're a long-term investor, you're a day trader, you're a quick, scalper, you always need to know if price action confirms where I want to go long or short, what's my measured potential? Okay, so without having an idea of what your measured potential is, it's very, very hard to understand. Should you be holding? Should you cut the trade early? Is it technically damaged? And just by looking at this weekly chart, it's very, very healthy. 2, 3 back test into that rising weekly 20 SMA support, and now starting to break through the top side. So here's how we're going to play it. Any pullback, any gap downs, what we're looking for is you want to let those go. Don't chase the shorts right off the open. Don't tell yourself, hey, market's gapping down 100 points. It's starting to open up red. I need to be involved in the short, because that's how you're going to quickly get trapped. Okay, we don't want to get trapped. Allow the noise, allow the dust to settle. And then what you want to be looking for closer to around the 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time candle, when that new hourly candle starts to print, are we holding and are we making that push up? Typically, you want to go down to a smaller time frame, 60-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute views, and you want to find that area where we're starting to bounce off of at the top of the hour, and that's where you want to get that good long opportunity. Now, if the market is gapping up 200 points, 250 points, the last thing you want to do is go long off the bell, because that's typically where a lot of traders start to think to themselves, okay, market's moving higher, I want to be involved in this trade, and then there's a quick decline. So you need to be a little bit more patient. There's going to be very, very big opportunities for you to make money in this market if we continue to push to that upside, but you have to know when to strike. So market gaps down, do not chase the short. Wait for it to settle, wait for the top of the hour candle, see if you can buy it off of the bottom support, maybe on a 60-minute, like I said, 15-minute, 30-minute support. If the market is gapping higher, meaning we're up 100 points, 200 points, 250 points, do not chase the long. Let them exhaust themselves and then let the market pull back. Then you're going to see a little bit of a pullback, maybe towards a 30-minute opening range high, a 15-minute opening range high, maybe an overnight session high. You're going to look for that break and retest, and you're going to want to buy on that retest, or wait for the break and retest and then take the long as we confirm that new high that we put in off the open. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys, it gives you a little bit of context here. If you want to trade with me, those links are down in the description box below. Also 90% off with Apex. Those links are also down in the description box below. Load up on those accounts and just try and play around with this price action. Again, don't go too heavy on size. Don't try to make 100 points per trade. Try to see if you can manage, 10, 15 points, right, at a time. Can you make just a little bit more than you're losing? That's all this game is about. The more you can make a little bit more than what you're losing each and every single day, you're going to end up in the green. Now, it's a lot easier said than done. I get it. We're not going to be winning traders every single day, every single trade. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have bad weeks. Hell, you might even have a bad quarter. But you need to be consistent in terms of what you're looking for on a day in and day out basis, what your strategy is. The last thing you want to be doing is going long one day just because the market's pushing higher and then trying to short every pullback. The last thing you want to do is, getting here to the market open at 9:30 in the morning and still be sitting there at 4 p.m. Eastern time, right? Like, you don't want to be sitting here for hours and hours on end. You want to kind of analyze the chart going into the day session, find a couple of those key important areas where you're looking to trade price action around, and then see if you can knock out 2 or 3 trades that area. Okay, so with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, all those links are down in the description box below. Make sure to load up on your Apex evaluations at 90% off using code DAnthony. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know, do you guys think the market is going higher or lower? And I will see all of you guys on the next video.